1, 2, 3, funk it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
3, 2, 1. Like a cop car.
Dude, we got trolled again today.
How?
Oh, isn't that what you're talking about? Lil Wayne was supposed to drop the Carter 5 today.
Get the fuck. No way.
And he broke the news himself after he brought Birdman out. And like they're like, yo, we're okay now. Because, you know, they've been beefing for a while. And the Carter 5 drops on the 21st. And then...
Hey, there's still
Crickets.
3 more hours.
Crickets.
There's still 3 more hours.
Some people think that he's waiting until next week. I think there's going to be... Isn't next week when... Doesn't somebody drop an album next week? Kanye or somebody? And he's like trying to like...
I wouldn't be surprised if Drake dropped another album.
Yeah, somebody... There's a theory. Some rappers drop an album next week and he's trying to compete, I guess, instead of...
Come on,
Is
Weezy.
it Lupe dropped an album?
Lupe dropped an album today.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought he was done with music.
Yeah, I feel like he's like in and out of retirement a lot. But yeah, I thought that's what you...
No. Well, I wanted to do the intro because I wanted to show everybody how not all cops are bad. Okay. So
Okay.
not all cops are bad. I'm on my way here. I was driving. I have a lot of things on my mind, and I was on my phone on my way here, and I was just changing the song on my phone. I
Yeah.
wasn't texting or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled up to a red light, and next to me, and I'm usually pretty good about my surroundings.
Yeah.
I see a big black presence there. I'm like, it's a big car or whatever. And as I put my phone down, because my spider senses were tingling,
Okay.
I put my phone down right when I looked up. It was a cop car.
Oh, shit.
Not only was it a cop car, the cop was looking straight at me.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. I looked at my phone. And my phone's down here now. And I looked at him again. And all I could do was mouth, "I'm sorry." I was just like, because I've gotten a ticket before.
Oh, for being distracted?
Yeah, like being on, like I was actually on the phone.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, and then so his window was down too. He looked at me. He just shook his head, and he shook his head, and he was like, and then he drove off. And so I think the panic in my face showed him I fucked up. I'm sorry, and I won't do it again. And he just let me go on my way.
That's how he got mud butt.
And then
I damn near shit myself.
and that's when he texted us that he was almost here.
Yeah.
On my way.
Psych cop, I was texting. No, it's a good day regardless, man. It's Friday. It's September 21st. Every day is a good day when you wake up and you're able to get out of bed. You're able to, put on good clothes and just go about your day. About life, there are other things that are very pleasing to the eyes as well. And I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling kind of happy right now. It's weird because it was a pretty rough week, but you know what? We're podcasting, and this is my sanctuary. I feel good here.
Oh.
Yeah. Now let's fuck this shit up. Yeah. I wouldn't. Okay, someone who is a connoisseur in food, as Kangsan and Andrew are, what do you call them?
Foodies.
Okay. Now, what do you call someone who is a connoisseur of film and movies?
Movie
Movies?
buff.
Oh, movie buff.
Yeah.
Movies.
I thought it was a movie.
Well, the ease part is it isn't like a general rule across the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So like sex E.
No, that's a sex addict.
No, but yeah, it's I don't know if it's a golden era in a time of movies, but although myself, I don't watch too many movies. I wouldn't call myself a movie buff per se or movie, but I do watch a lot of movies, but there are a lot of visual pleasures out there that we've been able to experience.
Yes, for sure.
And so I think it goes without saying, and because this is probably the first of a million times we're going to say this, obviously one of the greatest movie franchises of all time.
Oh yeah, Fast and Furious.
Thank you for filling in that blank. And I would, you know that thing where they say, "There's only two genders, prove me wrong," or "There's this, prove me wrong."
Oh yeah, that meme.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would gladly welcome anybody, any one of our fans or haters or friends and foes to go ahead and comment on our YouTube or send any inquiries to Andrew and prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the series is concerned, you have everything that you want in a movie. You have drama, you have romance, you have action, you have comedy, you have thrills, right? Mm-hmm. You have
Cars.
the extremes where we know that obviously this is only something that can happen in a movie, but you also have realism, right? Things you would do for your family. You have star-studded cast. It's a well-balanced movie, and they do it over and over and over 8 times so far. So it's like the consistency that led to this empire, so to speak.
What do you guys, again, as more movie buffs than I am, what do you guys typically look for? And aside from like storyline or something like that, right? But if you guys do like the storyline, or if you do like the thrills and the action, what type of storyline? What about a storyline? Like, what in your definition, if you can give like a general definition of a good movie in your eyes?
It really depends on what kind of movie I'm looking for. Like, there's times where I'm really big into comedy, and so I want a really funny movie that has like a lot of punchlines. Yes, punchlines.
Punchlines.
Or it could be like just an overall funny story that doesn't actually have a punchline, but the writing's great. Or I could be in a mood for some romance, and you need to have actors that have chemistry with each other. Or you want something thrilling. And so it really depends on my mood of the day.
Okay.
Generally speaking, there are certain elements for me. One, it has to be accompanied by good music and timely music.
Ooh, good one.
Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be like a song. It could still be a soundtrack that helps paint the picture of a scene a little bit better. I think that I like to see the dynamic of character development change throughout the course of the movie, and 1 or 2 unexpected twists and turns, so to speak. I mean, the basic premise of a movie is the protagonist, it has something that they're striving for, something gets in the way. They have to weigh whether or not the risk is worth the reward, or the reward is worth the risk. And then it's a decision from there. In some variation of that is pretty consistent in every movie. So I just like things that are different, in the sense of like, maybe it's a really quirky Wes Anderson film, or if you are going to be in a genre with a premise that is done over and over again, it just has to be different, maybe in terms of visually or in the extreme sense, like Fast and Furious.
Right. And you make a good point of the musicality used within the movie. So the first Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh, yeah.
my God, I touted it as, because it was aside from obviously Fast and the Furious, but other lower movies that were my favorite. Avatar was up there. That was the first. I do recall. Thank God I watched it through IMAX 3D, and that was the first time that I ever realized the potential of like the booming of the movie industry. Obviously it's always been booming, but I was astounded. And that was when I wasn't watching a lot of movies, so I'm not as versed, obviously, but that's when I thought, oh my God, these movies are amazing. And the cool thing about Guardians of the Galaxy is I never even knew about the story. I didn't know who was playing in it. It just looked dope. and we're like, fuck it, let's go watch it. And that, I don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if the movie would be as good as it was if it didn't have that good of a soundtrack.
I agree.
That soundtrack was bonkers, bro.
Yeah, especially each song hit at the right time. So it like propelled the story forward. And so
And it added a new element, like they would be playing sort of a fun, happy-go-lucky song and during like a big fight scene. So it has a little bit of like comic relief to it without any of the characters purposely trying to be comedic. I'm a big fan of extremes, so I want a really good movie or I want a really bad movie. I love bad movies, Sharknado, those types of films. Piranha, Jaws 2.5. These types of movies that are so bad that they know it's going to be bad and they just kind of run with it. As long as a movie is self-aware of what it is, I'm going to enjoy it because that's what is the most appealing about Fast and Furious. It's just like we know that these things are ridiculous, but it's so dope that we're just going to do it.
Yeah.
And then they show, a scene where Vin Diesel catches Michelle Rodriguez in the middle of in the air, in the middle of two bridges, and then lands on the hood of a car, breaks the windshield, and he's just like,
unscathed.
"Are you good? Because
Yeah.
I'm good."
Well, come on, Kangsan. I mean, we talk about fallacy and
Okay, because
things.
he would die.
Well, look, okay.
Any person would die in that scenario.
But he is Groot.
True. Oh, little cool little. I like that. Yeah. Well, anyone, and have you seen Vin Diesel's back? Okay.
Yes.
First of all, right? It's, I think we should do that as one of our experiments. I think I'm willing to, on a small scale. Let's do that on a small scale.
But he was driving so fast.
That's true. I mean, for any of these science alert nerds out there, if you conversely, right, if you're going, say conservatively 100 miles an hour, which I'm pretty sure he was going way faster than that. Okay. He hits the median divider, right?
He launches himself.
Launches himself, right? What is that? Newton's law or whatever it is, an object that comes to a stop, whatever the propellation, the propulsion of him,
Right.
has got to be quite substantial.
Yes.
Right? But what you don't realize is, so he comes into contact with another immovable object, or I guess somewhat movable, in Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes.
So it dampens him a little bit. It dampens his speed a little bit.
Are you trying to justify this
Now,
is real?
What is the most impressive is while he's in the air, he not only catches her, but also able to turn his body, right? Which in turn would also slow him down a little bit of air friction, and then boom, into the windshield. So I think all of this is totally plausible. I'm not saying it's wrong or right.
Again, I like it when movies are self-aware, and I like it when my friends are also self-aware.
So somewhere in this world, someone might believe that.
Listen, there was a Dodger game I went to years ago that you went to. I don't know if you were there, but you went to. My dad took us.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember after the game, we're walking to the car, and we saw these two drunk guys yelling Dodgers. The guy sees his car, and he decides to try to do a police roll over the top of the hood.
Yes.
But his back lands on the windshield, and the windshield caved in.
Yeah.
And he couldn't move. He was going like 2 miles an hour. Now, if you're saying if that guy gets hurt just jumping on his car and Vin Diesel can't while catching an object in the air and being stopped by glass, my friend, I have some questions for you.
Did the guy look like Vin Diesel though?
A little bit. He wasn't built like Vin Diesel, but he looked like Vin Diesel a little bit.
There are a lot of permutations out there. There are millions of scenarios where I will say this is what I will agree.
Okay.
It is a 1 in a million scenario.
No, it's a 0 in a million. It will never happen.
I'll have to side with German. Like, it's highly improbable, but I'm not going to say it's impossible.
1 in a billion?
I would.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're telling me that there's a fraction of a possibility out there that somebody can be surfing on the hood of an automobile, twist the car so that it hits a median, perfectly launch himself and still maintain control.
Propulsion, yep.
To catch the love of his life on a bridge, and suffer no injuries there, by the way. Then B, have the wherewithal while going very, very, very fast to turn enough to know where he's going to land so that his back hits the glass of a car and have no scratches on him whatsoever. You're telling me that there is a chance that that's going to happen. I don't believe either of you.
Well, she said that, how did you know the car was there? And he's like, I didn't. And so...
I tell you, the power of love is...
it's a strong thing, man.
But it doesn't turn your skin into titanium. Like, you're at least going to bleed a lot.
Hey, man, if Mike Tyson could stand up after a fight after he broke his back, spinal, man, I think there's a chance anywhere.
I agree with Kangsan. I just don't like my dreams getting crushed. Okay,
but
like
that's,
that windshield.
But that's the beauty of Fast and Furious is because it's so outrageous that you can enjoy it.
True.
Right? Because it's living out fantasies in your mind. You're like, oh shit, that'd be cool if this happened. It's like a cartoon, but with real people. And
if you're gullible enough, you'll believe it.
Conversely, though, Batman versus Superman, or like the Justice League, or friggin' what's the one with the bad guys?
What?
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad, right?
Every movie has bad guys?
Those were touted to be like, oh, these movies are going to be amazing, right?
Right.
But then they weren't. So...
it's funny, Justice League came on HBO a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Or actually... Oh, sorry, it came on yesterday before we came over here. And I turned it on. I was eating really quick, and my mom was like, "Oh, what are you watching?" You know, at first it was Transporter 3. First of all, another great series, the Transporter series.
It's not as good, but it's still great.
Right. Yeah, nowhere near Fast and Furious.
B plus.
That's why I jumped the ship on that and joined Fast and the Furious.
Facts.
But we were watching Justice League, and she's like, "Oh, is that Wonder Woman?" You know, and I was like, "Yeah, it's Gal Gadot. You know, she's kind of hot." And then he's like, "Who's that bad boy guy right there?" She was referring to Aquaman.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, absolutely, yeah, bad boy. A bad boy named Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I watched this movie again. It was the first time I watched it since I watched it in the movie theater. And luckily, I came back downstairs to watch it when it was at the actions. So I put it this way, right? Remember the very last Superman before Superman versus Batman?
Yes.
Fantastic movie. Dude, okay, look.
The Man of Steel one?
Yeah, the most recent Man of Steel one. Well, personally, I thought it was great.
It was good.
It was okay. I watched it in Missouri.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I thought it was good as far as, because that's what I kind of envisioned for any of the nerds out there. Also, a live action Dragon Ball Z movie would look like and should look like that kind of action. And then DC starts coming out with all these other movies where it's kind of just sluggish starting, and then all of a sudden where all the action happens is where it's dope. And there's a few pitfalls here and there, but yeah, DC, you kind of have to dig yourself out of a hole a little bit.
Here's what ruins movies for me is those that are trying to do too much of something or mimic a template from another franchise. If you are trying to be yourself and there's pitfalls, I can at least enjoy the fact that you're trying. Enjoy the fact that you're trying to be original. But if you're borrowing, like it's hard to, like, you can, I guess, make the argument that, I'm just being extreme here, but you can make the argument that originality is dead.
Yeah. Everything
is inspired from something else. Everything is an adaptation of something else. There isn't necessarily something that is literally never have happened in the history of film, right? It's like it's you can make that argument.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, the films that are considered quote unquote an original film are ones that take those ideas and make it their way. But the problem that I have with the DC movies is that they're just trying to carbon copy what Marvel's doing and apply DC characters to it. It's there. It doesn't appear to me to have a very distinct difference in the way I see the film. It's shot a little bit darker in terms of like the tint. It's involves different people. I don't know. Like it has a different soundtrack. Like I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
There isn't anything that's uniquely DC about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like DC is for like a more real life experience. DC and Marvel are twins, and DC is the one that's trying to be more astute, trying to be, I guess in a sense, is more strict on like an ethical guideline. I guess a straight edge. Let's put it that way, like a straight edge.
Okay.
Whereas Marvel is the one that kind of maybe he was a younger sibling or younger twin by a few minutes, but for some reason the way he sees the world is, this is my oyster. Let's just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Comparing that with obviously great directors and great actors and actresses, but it's just there's an element that DC is missing. They have the action, they have the actors, they have the directors, but yeah, it's that movie it factor, and the it factor is different for some people, right? It could be the cinematography, it could be the videography, it could be the actors, it could be the music, or it could be an amalgamation of all 3, 4, 16 of those things. I can't quite put my finger on it, and I could see DC trying to put in a little bit of humor, I guess, here and there. Obviously, we're big humor people. We love watching funny things and laughing, but I almost feel like they're just too rigid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For some reason, the DC movies, it's just like visually speaking, I like watching the movies.
Yeah, they look great.
They're really beautiful, beautifully shot and edited together. It's just it doesn't have that factor that makes it a good movie for some reason. So you can't get into it.
I think that they just have to understand that they're just different from Marvel. And once they create a product that just highlights their ups and downs, if they're just more self-aware, I think they would have a good movie. The Wonder Woman movie was enjoyable.
Yeah,
probably the most enjoyable one of the DC lineup so far.
Since like The Dark Knight and all of those,
right?
Yeah.
Since like the Nolan movies, but it was I don't know. It's just they're trying so hard to be like, we're actually better, but there's like, it's different when you're the first. You kind of have a little bit more leeway, but when you're coming in afterwards, you can't have the same mentality that you have if you're first, kind of thing. But
their TV shows are pretty good. I like their TV shows.
Right, and their TV shows it's them. Like they're uniquely different, and they're uniquely distinctive from a Marvel TV show, as an example.
Yeah,
there's no tie-ins. There's nothing like that. The structure of the episodes are a little bit different. The character development is a little different. It's just completely unique, and that's what makes it so great, in my opinion. But
what do you think about the this new Captain Marvel movie coming out?
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I don't know why. Well, the teaser. Well, that's why it's a teaser trailer. Well, no, sorry, the teaser trailer didn't really tease me as much.
Yeah.
Like there was a pre-teaser trailer and then the full teaser trailer. The full teaser trailer, when it actually came out, I was like, okay, this is like I like what this looks like.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for those who didn't watch the teaser trailer, but I mean, just off of that first scene of her going into the Blockbuster, yeah. I was like, damn, that's mad nostalgic, bruh. You know what I mean? Like that made me feel kind of good. I think it's gonna be a good movie, in a sense that it's going to be an integral piece that fits you have multiple gears.
Yeah.
And if you remove one gear, sometimes, a lot of the times, nothing else spins.
Yeah.
I think it'll be that one gear that when plugged in, and once you start turning it, everything. You have so many pieces already,
Yeah.
right? And so many connecting pieces already. But I think it'll be an integral piece. I think it'll be a big deal.
What actor or actress piques your interest? Like if you saw a trailer, right? And let's just say the trailer starts out with like a lot of B-roll of some field or something, and then it zooms in on this person, and this person turns around, and you see this actor or actress's face, and you have no idea what the movie is, and that's like the first 10 seconds, and you're just like, oh shit, who in Hollywood would you want that to be to like maximally pique your interest and be like, I want to see that, or at least I want to consider seeing it?
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Even in a non-Deadpool role.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Oh yeah, for
Easy.
sure.
Well, okay. I'm.
Ooh, just imagine those two in the same movie.
Oh. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Maybe too much of. No. I think that'd be hilarious. I like the obvious ones. Vin Diesel would be kind of cool too. Will Smith. Actually the first one that came to my mind was Christoph Waltz.
Oh man, that guy's so good.
And as you were painting that picture, it's just an open field and there's like a violin playing in the background and someone's narrating it.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe Christoph Waltz or someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And it just pans around him and he just looks into the camera and it's Christoph Waltz. I would feel some type of way. I love Christoph Waltz.
You know what would be a funny movie to base around Christoph Waltz? You remember Chris Pratt's pig fucker joke?
If he's the pig fucker.
Yeah, if there's a story about him being the pig fucker and it's Christoph Waltz that's starring in it,
That'd be funny.
that would be
That's such
great
a good joke. That is such a good joke.
I would say for me, there are a few people. I've always been a big fan of Natalie Portman.
Oh.
She's been amazing. I think I really do love Charlize Theron. Like from a personal level, I just love her. I think I'm in love. I enjoy all things Will Smith, hence obviously the poster. And probably like Chris Pratt. I think Chris Pratt always definitely interesting. It's just his character and his roles that he plays is always fun. I mean, we can talk about this for hours, but those were the ones I thought of on the top of my head. As far as a director goes, definitely Wes Anderson. He's just a quirky dude.
Yeah.
I think his movies are a little too quirky for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
like
his
quirky.
movies. It's just so different and unique, and they're funny.
Yeah.
And the coloring, like the color scheme of every movie is top notch. Like every scene has like everybody's gonna be purple, or like it's a red room and everyone's in white. Like it's just these weird things, and it like takes you to this crazy turn. So Wes Anderson,
That colorway scheme actually is what bothers me the most.
oh really?
Yeah.
That's what appeals to me the most.
Did Wes Anderson do what's that May and the thing that everyone always parodies, like a world inside a world inside a world? Not the Matrix, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Inception.
Did he do that?
No,
No, he didn't. Okay.
he definitely would not do that style of film.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking like weird shit, and I was like, nah, he didn't do that.
And I would watch, or I would be intrigued by Tarantino.
I love Tarantino. That's what I was
Tarantino
going to say.
films are very unique in a very different way.
See, a fucking pig farmer movie with Christoph Waltz directed by Tarantino. That would be like the best movie ever.
Opening night, dude.
I think some of the newer up and coming directors, like Ryan Coogler, is amazing.
I like John Krasinski as a director.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
The Quiet Place?
Yeah, I haven't seen Quiet Place yet, but I think he's got a good eye for film, or at least the way I like to see it. So yeah, I mean, those are the few directors. You guys have like key directors in mind?
It was just Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
I'm not really good with director names or what their works are. I could tell styles that I like, but as far as directors go, I'm not really that like in depth about it.
What about like shit? I forgot what I was gonna say.
All right, I'll go. What movies are you guys excited to come out?
The rest of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Facts. The spin-offs.
The spin-off, you know what? We've been talking about it for so long now, and we, as Fast and Furious connoisseurs, kind of know when the movies are coming out. The spin-off with The Rock and Jason Statham, maybe I still don't know how to. I have a good feeling about it.
Okay.
But I don't know like what type of good feeling, right? I don't know if it's antsy feeling, like a joyous feeling, a relieving feeling. Maybe it's because it's one of the first ones that kind of, although you can make an argument, a lot of the movies in Fast and Furious kind of take weird turns.
Yeah.
But it's the first one of the series where it's like blatantly different.
It's going to be like nonstop action, I think.
Then I'm going to love it then.
All of The Rock's movies involve some giant astronomical object that's come to destroy a certain part of the Earth. And all of Jason Statham's movies involve a giant object that's come to destroy a certain part of the Earth. And there's always a group of people that are trying to prevent them from winning.
Yeah.
So you have two guys like, with Tyrese and Ludacris, Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, etc., and the rest of the crew, they play into more of a dramatic role. Mm-hmm. They're very much more into like the ups and downs and conversation and relationship development versus, if you look at the IMDb of The Rock, it's literally like him versus a gorilla, him versus an earthquake, him versus a giant building, him versus
a giant building.
Right?
That's so true.
Skyscraper. Like it's literally him versus something that a human should not win against, and he wins, right? And then Jason Statham, you have Crank, Transporter.
Oh God,
Megalodon. You have
Italian Job.
Well, I guess Italian Job was a little bit more dramatic, but the ones where he's the main and only guy, it's usually him versus a bunch of people. You mix them together, and it's gonna be. And I predict that this scene will happen. It'll be the base of a building. Vin Diesel and The Rock goes. We have to go to the top, and there's hundreds of people, and then so it's Jason Statham and The Rock, base of the building. This is. If I was directing this movie, I would have this scene there for sure where he goes, they look at each other. They're like, we got to go to the 45th floor, right? Okay. You know what to do? And then Jason Statham looks at The Rock, goes, yeah, I'll take all the guys out. And then The Rock goes, I'll take the building out. And then they run and they do their own thing. I think that would be a phenomenal scene.
I bet they're gonna try to race to that 45th.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I thought they're gonna do that too.
Yeah,
where The Rock is like leaps and boundings over stuff, just like launching himself, and Jason Statham's like doing this crazy parkour shit. Yeah, just like getting up. Yeah. As far as new movies coming out, I don't know if you guys saw the whole Joaquin Phoenix thing.
Oh, with Joker?
Yeah, dude.
It was like Walking Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Oh, sorry. Joaquin.
Dude, that teaser
Phoenix.
Looked. I have not seen it.
I didn't watch it. Okay, just first impressions on the Joker. That is Joaquin Phoenix. What do you guys think?
I think Joaquin Phoenix is just weird enough to be a good Joker.
Yeah. I think he's been setting himself up to be the Joker for the past 10 years.
Like if Joaquin Phoenix was just like not acting and just wanted to pretend to be the Joker and he was walking around the street laughing and dressed up as a clown, I wouldn't think that that's weird. And because I don't think that real live Joaquin Phoenix just as a fake Joker is weird, I think him playing Joker in a movie is perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't see it, or I'm not convinced yet. But I did see some of the photos that I'm just gonna move this. I have Pennywise staring at me on my computer right now. I after I saw the initial in movie photos or on set photos, I was like, I don't know about it. But then there was a few close ups and stage photos of him in the actual Joker costume and the makeup and all that, and I said, oh shit, okay, I can believe it. And I don't know too much about Joaquin Phoenix except that his brother's name is River, and that's pretty dope.
Yep.
But what were people saying? Well, actually, I don't know what people were saying about Heath Ledger. I think, first of all, rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
It's gonna be hard to follow it up.
That's what I think.
He was a very, very good Joker.
I think he's just gonna take a different approach to the Joker. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
I think the benefit that Joaquin has is the movie's about the Joker, whereas Heath was just sort of part of the path of the Batman storyline.
Can you imagine a full Joker movie as
From Heath?
from Heath Ledger?
That would be
man.
insane.
That's too much, dude.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the Venom movie.
Oh,
Venom has been a character of mine. I don't know what it is about certain comic book characters, but I've been a big fan of the darker, more evil, like, are they good? Are they bad type of characters? I'm a big fan of Spawn.
love
And
Spawn.
and similar to his Spawn is Venom, is sort of like a good guy from hell, so to speak, or the devil from heaven. I don't know. Fucking, it's just somebody who has to fight the morality and the ethics of every scenario, and for whatever reason that really draws to me. I think Tom Hardy is pretty good fit for a Venom.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Queen, just how many dudes Freddie Mercury was able to bang. Creed 2,
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan. The Creed movie was great. I'm a big fan of Michael B. Jordan. The new Spider-Man, I think, will be pretty fun to watch.
Oh,
Far From Home. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Mr. Wick,
Oh, John Wick 3.
Outside of
The Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious
Thank you.
and Star Wars, John Wick 3 is another franchise that acknowledges what they are, right? They don't try and justify the ridiculousness that you see. They rather double down and make it even more ridiculous. For those who are listening, just Google image search John Wick 3, and you're going to see Keanu Reeves
On
a horse chasing down a dude on a motorcycle, and he somehow wins, and that's the best part. And for all you basketball fans out there, Boban of the Los Angeles Clippers,
Oh, that's right.
is going to make an appearance, or is casted to make an appearance on John Wick 3.
You know, I got into John Wick really late. I didn't watch John Wick 1 until like a week before John Wick 2 came out.
Oh, wow.
And so, instant fan right out the gate. After watching the first one, then watching the second one, I was just like, oh my God, what have I been missing out on?
Yeah.
Then to find out Keanu Reeves does all of his own shooting and stunts.
Yes.
And
Amazing.
All of them are trained by like Terrence Tactical.
Yeah, it kind of looks really bad, and maybe even to like a trained professional is like, oh man, it's not smooth at all. But I think because of how organic it looks, it's just, I'm immersed, dude. I'm just like, oh my God, dog. You know, cast me in John Wick 7, bro.
As punched in face 15.
Yeah. I want to be that guy.
I'm looking forward to Mary Poppins by Emily Blunt.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were making a movie about that.
Yeah, it's set to come out in like a year or two from now.
Is Mary Poppins The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music?
The actress, yeah.
Julie Andrews.
Yep.
Wow. Is she dead now?
No.
Okay, that's good. Because I would have felt, whoa. I don't know if this is real or not, and this makes me kind of sad. They're going to have a Dumbo movie.
Why does that make you sad?
Well, I think because I'm looking at the picture. Okay,
It's
you know,
really sad looking picture.
you know the connotation of circus animals and the carnies and all that stuff. I was watching a clip the other day on InstaG. It's basically advocates for saving these animals who are being tortured and all that stuff. There was this elephant,
Yeah.
a grown ass elephant, and there are pedestals, right? There's pedestals that lead up to like a pyramid. And what the elephant is supposed to do is get to the top pedestal, a single pedestal, and on his front two legs, basically do a handstand, while his back hind legs are up in the air.
Yeah.
A handstand on this pillar, which is about 20 feet high. He's not getting it, right? He gets it a little bit, and everyone's like, oh, yay, they're clapping, right? And he tries to get down, and I guess he misses one of the steps, topples over, and just like rolls over the first set of the crowd, the first row of the crowd.
Oh shit.
And so my first thought is, I'm not even thinking about the people. I'm thinking about if you are, how heavy are elephants? A ton?
A couple tons.
You know what I'm saying? From 20 feet, bro, you're cracking the ground. And that's
Yeah.
the only thing I think about. Anyway, that's what the photo of Dumbo kind of looks like, where he's like, in the, oh, that's so sad. Don't watch carnivals, guys. The circus
Or SeaWorld.
or SeaWorld. Horrible. And don't donate to the American Red Cross.
And don't go to other countries to ride elephants.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's also very bad.
Oh yeah. Or those tiger sanctuaries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just anything in general. Let nature be natural. Let them be its thing. Like you gotta let them roam, let them free. That kind of stuff where you cage in animals from their house. That's like being on house arrest, but worse.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do anything, and somebody shows up and is like, "I'm gonna put you on house arrest, so all these people can stare at you."
And then people go to your house every day.
Yeah, they're gonna take pictures of you. They're gonna taunt you. They're gonna feed you lettuce.
See, my thing is, why don't you make the most out of a bad situation, right? If I was a tiger or an elephant, I'd be like, oh my God, look at me. Like everyone's here to see me. You know, I'm going to make the most out of it. Let's do it, right?
What are you gonna do? Kill them?
No, just be like, just show out for him. Be like, yo, just like,
Tigers don't know that stuff, man.
I know. Maybe I can be reincarnated into one. Do you guys think Carnage is going to be in the new Venom movie?
Oh, I would assume so.
I don't know. I don't even know where he comes into the,
Well, isn't part of the story supposed to be like, oh, they find a bunch of symbiotes off of the ship that it crashed on?
correct.
And so wouldn't it at
Symbiote.
least allude to the other symbiotes?
Yeah, there's like a scene where he's fighting fuck, what's his name? Who's the main bad guy?
For Venom?
Yeah.
Venom?
No, he's the main.
No, he's a protagonist, but
Yeah.
there's the guy that runs the chemical facility, the testing facility. I forgot his name.
Oh.
Shit. Anyway, he's also like part symbiote or whatever. So it's like there's a scene where they fight each other. So I don't know if I don't think that's Carnage though.
It's probably not going to be Carnage, but
There might be, if they're alluding to a sequel, they might have like a teaser if it's just those two together. But if you guys had to quickly pitch a movie idea,
Oh boy.
oh, I gave you mine already.
what would you want to, like, okay, let's say pick an actor, an actress, and a storyline. And then we'll just roll from there.
It's a loaded question.
Andrew wants a pig fucker.
Yep,
Starring
Waltz.
Christoph Waltz, and who's the wife that Christoph Waltz cheated on to fuck the pig?
Amanda Seyfried.
That is such a big age difference.
Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
The blonde skinny?
she
There's
was
a lot of blunt
She was in
skins.
Ted 2
and she was also in Mamma Mia.
and Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, the blonde one.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
the weather girl. Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite young, isn't she not?
Yep,
Compared
it's
to
going to be
Christoph
an
Waltz?
interesting story.
Yeah, that's gonna be all fucked up all around.
I think they starred in the same movie together once.
As love interest,
I think so. Maybe.
I mean, I'd watch
I
it.
highly doubt it.
You know,
Search Amanda Seyfried's recent movies.
I don't even know how to. Oh, there it is.
Hey, why does it say nude after that?
Wow, she has
She's been a lot.
blossomed. Oh, yeah. She's been in a lot. She's been in
I
a lot
thought
of
you- I
movies.
thought you were looking at her IMDb.
No, yeah. She's a very beautiful gal. You know.
What?
Oh, she was in Les Miserables. Dear John, is that Channing Tatum?
Yep.
That's Channing Tatum.
Is there anything?
This is a movie called The Clapper.
Yeah, it's about the guy that's like seen in the clapping in every background.
I don't know if you're joking or not.
He's
No.
joking.
No, there's a movie.
No, I'm not.
Is that what it's really about?
Yeah.
Click on the clapper. That's,
I'm about to.
It's on Netflix right now, bro.
what's this? What's the
It's
synopsis?
Ed Helms.
Yeah, so he's basically seen in a bunch of different clips, just clapping in the background as the clapper, because places like hire these people to seem excited about like their talk show or their.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And so
Okay.
he's just in the background at like clapping the entire time.
Oh,
And
in
so
every
then he
scene.
gets famous because he got found out to be in every single one of these clips.
Huh.
Yo, it's rated R though.
Is that the premise of the story, German? Is that what Google tells you?
15 minutes of fame destroys the life of a man who works as a clapper in television.
Boom.
Wow.
Nice.
Why would I lie about that?
I don't know. Because I was 100% convinced you were lying.
Well, I mean, like, you know, I just wanted to make sure.
It's easy to make that up, I would say, because it's called the clapper.
Because you've tried to do that to us many times before.
Yes.
All right. Well,
And I will not believe you. Although I believe you now. I don't know, man.
Like, where's that Christoph Waltz movie?
Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do Christoph. Oh shit! I thought I spelled with a K. Christoph Waltz and
There you go.
Amanda Seyfried.
I was like, wait, what? Oh, because it's like for spelling.
Uh,
What's the movie called?
Non-existent?
Do you see what I mean?
No, it's non-existent.
Is it called non-existent?
No, there's no movie.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm looking at
sorry.
Andrew. Do you see
Okay.
what I mean?
well, I was wrong about that one.
You had us convinced, man.
I just said I thought I was so super sure about the clapper though.
I don't know, man. I don't. Again, I haven't watched enough movies, and I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
Right. Especially watching things that people do that I want to do, but I'm like, nah, you do it first, just so I can see if it's okay.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be an action movie, an action comedy movie. Okay. And as far as like, it's not going to be romantical, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
I think the right word is romantic. It's not going to be romantic, but there will be like a subtle play at a love interest.
Ooh.
That'll eventually spawn into perhaps a sequel, a dry week trequel, you know, a trio, right? Trilogy, right? So it might
Maybe a saga.
maybe a saga, right? But it's just what I want it to be. Actually, sorry, I know what the premise is.
Okay.
This is what I want the premise is, right? Especially in this day and age, and being a self-touted, try to be a funny guy, comedian kind of thing. Sometimes you got to walk on eggshells a little bit. I want it to be an ultimate troll movie.
Like with trolls in
Not
it?
trolls,
Oh,
not trolls, but trolling, just basically all the aspects of what make people kind of cringe within the realm of I guess ethics and morals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just kind of a parody or even like a satire on things that are more people are so offended by,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, or basically just showing people, hey man, it's okay. Am I peeing? Oh, it's okay to laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you don't have to be so serious. A la Joker, right? It's just, dude, just have a good time. You can laugh at yourself. You can laugh at other people with a good heart. Obviously, that's why, again, you kind of have to work out the whole ethics and moral kind of thing. But yeah, I don't like the whole softness of stuff. I understand, and obviously we won't. I wouldn't put certain things into the movie,
Yeah.
but at least break the mold a little bit of bringing back original comedy. You know, it's hard for these comedians out here. They want to say one thing. If they're not a big enough comedian, they can't say it. Unless your name is Dave Chappelle, you almost can't say anything, right?
So who would you star in that movie? Would it be an actual comedian, or would you want someone that's usually in a more serious role?
I think I would have comedians in it, but the main protagonist or the protagonist would not be a comedian.
Okay.
Would not be a comedian.
But would...
So
Okay, I see.
so the premise will kind of be like, he's an up and coming comedian.
Yeah.
He's going to all these mentors and tutors and be like, oh man, I'm playing at this. I'm doing an open mic at this comedy store. Do you know who's gonna be here? Oh, dude, Bill Burr's gonna be here or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And Bill Burr goes up and he does his set, and wherever he goes, he takes a little piece of everything that he learns.
Yeah.
But every little piece that he learns, when he puts it all together, he finds this niche where it's just okay with everybody. Like he finds something golden within his comedy where it's he finds a way to tap into people, whether you're one side or the other, and makes that gray area a little bit bigger so that more people are into it.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the sanctity of comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy.
Well, I know you don't want it to be too soft.
Yeah.
I want it to be soft. I would want like a mid 90s coming of age story. It'd be set in the late 90s or mid 90s. It'd be a high school. It would be a mixed cast of just real different, diverse people, and it is a story about how we're all different but yet all the same.
Same,
But different.
I like it.
Maybe that's the title of the movie. But I enjoy.
That's a good title.
It is.
I enjoy I enjoy those types of movies where it's kind of personal to me, like where you can kind of relate to, whether it's the music, the style, the clothes, the cars, whatever. And then there's sort of a struggle or an internal struggle that somebody has. And, you know, you always have a character that starts off struggling, and you have a character that starts off successful. In the middle of the movie, they come together, their roles flip, and that's how they learn, right? Their lessons are learned. And then at the end, they come together again in unity, whether it's a romantic coming together or just like two friends getting closer. You know, that's what makes Rush Hour so enjoyable, Fast and Furious. It's like these friends come from different parts. They join forces. Something happens. They kind of drift a little bit apart, but then something happens and they come back together and then they win.
Yeah.
That's a storyline I would want.
I mean, that's not soft, though.
But it's like it has a lot of like moments.
Oh.
Either that or like a World War II film would be dope.
Oh, my God.
I love all things World War II.
That's the era that my movie's gonna be set in.
Now he's speaking his language.
Oh, because everybody's at war.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, well, shit.
The only thing there's a big
I got no choice. I can either cheat on my wife with these other women, or is it really cheating if it's a pig? That's the moral dilemma. And then he chooses a pig.
And this is after he built the houses on over there, building the bridge, building the church.
I just now I picture like the camera's on Christoph Waltz and he's telling the story, and all you hear is the kid's voice, like, "Oh, okay, Papa," blah blah blah. And then it turns to the camera. It's a boy with a pig head.
I was shit my pants. I was like, oh fuck no.
That's so weird.
Hey,
wait, who would star in your movie?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Like Michael Cera.
Yeah, in the 90s. I think
90s.
Sarah would be a good pick. I would think that there's just some people who give off like sort of old soul vibes, like Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
she has a very like retro look to her.
Becky G.
She's a little bit too young to. I don't know. She did her like if her style was different. Yeah, I can see her.
Jenna Fisher.
She might be like the teacher.
Yeah, or like a mom or something.
Too old at this point to be.
She looks
high school.
great though.
Yeah,
She's amazing, but she's.
Oh yeah. I guess
But the main characters would be like students.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I don't know too many young actors right now.
Maybe the kids from
Power Rangers.
Yeah, Becky G was one.
the Stranger Things. Those kids did a pretty good job with retro stuff, but I don't know if that would kind of pigeonhole them.
Do you guys watch Stranger Things?
No.
I've seen the first season. It's really good.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
It seems a little too scary for me.
I don't even know it was a scary thing.
It's more thriller than horror, like scary. Like it's not like pop out. It's just like, oh shit, like they're gonna get found out, kind of thing.
I don't like my heart rate to go over a certain amount, so.
Well, you can't have sex then.
I make exceptions.
He has sex with his heartbeat like at 60 beats per minute the whole time.
Slow down. Okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right. To wrap things up, let's give off your top 5 movies of all time.
I can't say Fast and Furious 1 through 5, right?
You can qualify or quantify it however you want, but 5 uniquely different
Okay.
films / I guess franchises. Top 5.
In no particular order.
Yeah, let's do that. It's easier that way.
Sure.
Okay.
And then like a quick 1-sentence reason why.
Okay.
Harry Potter, because Harry Potter was my entire childhood. So
Okay.
I'm very nostalgic.
Totally fair. I have not seen or read, or I guess I've read some
Half
Harry
of them.
Potter. I have not seen any Harry Potter film. I've gone to live in this world without seeing any Harry Potter film.
Wow. And you have...
I have the books and I haven't
The
touched
whole-
them in like 2 years.
I watched the first one. The very, very first one.
Cool. I don't know what happens.
So many good movies.
Rush Hour 2.
Ooh, that's the best one.
That's a good one.
Then I would say I'm giving you guys time to think.
Okay,
and,
thank you.
And we could cut all this audio out. But if I could just keep talking, then we can't cut audio out.
Shit.
All right, while you think about it, I'll do Shawshank Redemption. It was the first movie that I was left speechless.
Mm.
I was 16. I remember watching it at Brandon / Force's house, and it was
Redo that.
it was enjoyable
Please cut that out.
for sure. The Fast and Furious franchise, most specifically Fast 5, a genuinely solid film, even if it was a standalone and the only Fast and Furious movie. Star Wars, more specifically Episode 4, the very first one. It
Wow.
kind of introduced me to the whole world of Star Wars, sci-fi and lightsabers and Jedis and all that shit, and it was fucking amazing. I would say that Saving Private Ryan, it catapulted my love of World War II films and in those old war films. And to top it all off, I would say, see, this is where I have trouble because it's usually between like old school. What was the movie? Well, I guess it's old school then. Yeah. It's either like old school or Office Space, one of those quirky group, like friend comedy that they all kind of get lumped in together. Zoolander. Those comedies are so great. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Shit. I mean, Anchorman. Like those movies, I think they're all like sort of similar in that there's a group of dudes who comedically travel through life.
Yeah.
And all of those kind of get lumped together. So I guess that category would be my top 5.
For sure. To finish off my list, it would be Dazed and Confused.
Good one.
Basically a movie about just teenagers trying to do teenage things on the first day of summer.
Yeah.
Not a big plot or anything resembling a plot, but still a good movie. I could watch it over and over again. The Ip Man series.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
My love of martial arts on top of just that foreign genre of movie. Like, I could watch martial art movies all day.
Okay.
So it was what? Rush Hour, Harry Potter, Ip Man, Dazed and Confused, and
I mean, you're obviously neglecting to include one of those movies in there, but I'm not going to have to remind you about that.
I know, but I already know you guys are gonna have Fast and Furious movies in there. Anyways.
But if it's in your top 5, it's in your top 5. It's not necessarily contingent on what we say.
And if it's not in your top 5, why, fam?
all right, it is in my top 5.
Okay, it doesn't have to be in your top 5.
It is. No.
I'm pinching Andrew underneath the camera.
Like, but why wouldn't it be? It's a great franchise.
There's
great
so many
movies.
honorable mentions, man. Like you can have freaking Garden State. You can have
Good movie.
Good movie.
all
Like the Dark Knight trilogy.
Fantastic
all the
Mr.
movies.
Fox, Pixar movies. There's so many great films.
Yeah.
If let's wait. German, finish it out first.
I don't watch a lot of movies, right? So this should be
Fast
easy.
and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
But no, it's basically I'll base this list off of obviously my interest and if I can keep watching it over and over again. Several movies, basically if I'm left on an island somewhere, right? So first one, obviously, the Fast and the Furious franchise. If I had to pick one, the Fast and Furious Fast 5, obvi. The original Lion King. 300, the first one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Original 300, not the second one. Fourth would be. Let me see if I had to watch. Top Gun,
Good.
number 4, and number 5. Maybe. I'm trying to think of all my favorite Jackie Chan movies, but I can't really.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh,
Rumble in the Bronx, great. Mr. Nice Guy, great. Drunken Master,
Inspector.
great movie.
Tuxedo.
Great. Oh God, dude, Jennifer Love Hewitt still looks amazing right now, dude.
She's
Amazing.
So beautiful.
Bonkers.
Yeah, I guess I don't. Obviously, I have a fifth. I have several, and I don't want to say anything like the Avengers or anything like that. But
Ooh, I would actually bump the Fast and Furious movies out of my list to put Saving Private Ryan in there.
I love Saving Private
that's
Ryan.
such a good movie.
It's so good.
You guys like Black Hawk Down?
Not as much as Saving Private Ryan.
I've only seen half of Black Hawk Down.
You know, it was a good movie, but I don't think it was anywhere near Saving Private Ryan. I just feel bad about saying that.
Dude, I watched Saving Private Ryan like
I like Jarhead more than I like Black Hawk Down.
40 times in
Really?
a week.
Yeah, whenever it's on, even if it's on HBO, I'll record it and I'll watch it. You like Jarhead? I love Jarhead. First of all, you like Jarhead more than Black Hawk Down?
Yeah,
I'll agree. I'll agree.
It just rings in my mind or resonates in my mind more than clearer than Three Kings is also a fucking dope ass war movie.
Yes.
Three Kings is amazing, but Saving Private Ryan was the movie that got me like, oh shit, I think I like this like specific genre. And then I watched Band of Brothers, which if you have the time, 10 episodes, it's miniseries at HBO, amazing. And then it kind of got me going. But for those that are listening, and maybe for you guys, there's older movies that maybe people haven't seen that I have checked out that kind of I saw it way later. Apocalypse Now.
Didn't watch that one either.
I don't remember too much. Lord of the Rings, every one of them. That's early 2000s. Gladiator
Fell asleep. Lord of the Rings.
in the year 2000. Titanic, late 90s. I saw that with my mom. Super awkward.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 6 Seconds is great. Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's
Oh.
1981. Rocky, 1976.
Oh, damn it!
Amazing. Let's keep going here. Clockwork Orange. Fucking weird, but also fucking amazing. 1971. Yeah.
Casablanca.
Casablanca. I haven't seen it.
I fell asleep.
guys
but
watch
it's a great movie.
Gone in the Wind. Have you guys watched that?
I have
Ooh.
not.
It's the #1 gross movie of all time, right?
Ooh. I would believe you.
Avatar is.
Not with inflation, I think.
Oh. Yes. No, I thought it was Casablanca. Oh no, you're right. Gone with the Wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind. Clark Gable. Wow.
Braveheart, 1995. That's a good one.
I actually just watched that recently for the first time.
The original Jurassic Park, 1993.
Fucking love Jurassic Park.
Back to the Futures, all of them.
Just the first two.
The
You don't have to
first
watch-
two.
you don't
Sorry,
have to
the
watch
first
the
two.
Yeah,
third one.
we missed a lot of movies.
The Matrix. God damn, that was a fucking good movie.
The video game was amazing too.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Cristo. Yeah, I mean, there's so many good movies. Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Terminator. Jeez.
Predator.
Oh, Predator. Very good. Anyway, that's a lot.
God.
So there's a lot of movies to watch, y'all. If you have movies that you suggest the boys watch, hit us up at andrew@gtwtv.com. You can check us out or leave us a comment or DM us on social media at Twitter and Instagram @_GTWTV. I don't know when you're going to be listening to this. And who knows, maybe by the time you listen to this, another movie cracks our top 5. But, there's only one way to find out is to hit us up.
Nothing is leaving Human Centipede off of that list, dude. Nothing. Hey, really quick shout out. We still don't know who it is, but someone left us another wonderful comment on our iTunes. R*310 is the username. So if you are a constant listener, who are you? We would love to give you a shout out. We're hoping it's one of your friends, but shoot an email over to Andrew.
Yep.
At Andrew at GTB.
Yeah, and I found out that my notifications weren't working, so I wasn't getting any of the emails sent to me. So.
Well,
okay.
Now you're ready.
Now I'm ready.
And you stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Any closing remarks, boys?
Happy birthday, Bobby Lee.
I
think it was yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, a few days ago. And I'm going to Palm Springs tomorrow.
I have no closing remarks.
I would say whether it's a movie, a TV show, a documentary, enjoy it for what it is. Don't try to project your thoughts onto it. Go in with an open mind, and you never know where it's going to take you. It's an adventure. It's art subjective. Interpret it however you want. But the beauty of it is all of that came from a thought. If you think about it, thoughts.
THOUGHT, okay.
All of that you see on film came from just a nugget of an idea. And that nugget of an idea can come into your brain as simple as somebody telling you something and it just triggers a memory, you seeing something or experiencing something. Anything that you go through in life can snowball into something magical. So always keep your eyes peeled. Just like German, keep your court vision up. Watch out for those cops while you're texting and driving. And go to the movies.
I'd feel bad if we never said this because we never mentioned it at all. First of all, a big congratulations to Crazy Rich Asians. It's a movement. It's a start of a movement. I guess it kind of feels not inappropriate, but it would feel weird if we didn't bring it up, us being obviously Asians. But it's a good move. It's a right move. People love it. I'm so glad of its success because, I'm not saying that we're trying to ride the coattails of it, but you know what? It opens more eyes. So shout out to Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, for sure. And check out the sequel featuring Good Times with the Boys called Crazy Broke Asians.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy broke tame relaxed Asians.
Yeah, where it shows you the other side of the world what we've been up to. It's just a short 20 minutes.
It's a vlog, dude. It's a 20-minute vlog. Check us out.
Thanks guys for stopping by. Thank you for everybody that's listening. What was that?
It was little
Little
kisses.
kisses.
Oh,
That sounds so cute.
This is like a squirrel eating nut.
and
Kangsan's done.
and until next time.
Bye bye.
Later.
I love you, I love you, I love you.